I'm so excited. It is that time of the month again where I am going to be doing my Q&A for the month. I am so addicted to doing these videos, and I really think it helps you guys to get to know me better, and it's also helpful because you know, it helps us understand each other a little better. So I appreciate you guys sending in your questions. I only put it on Instagram and on my Snapchat, so just to make it easier. Before I used to do it like on all social media, but the video would end up being like an hour long, so I just put it on just strictly Instagram and Snapchat. But if you do have any other questions, you can leave them in the comments below and I will answer them next month. So I'm going to go ahead and start answering the questions I got today. The first question is, what is a habit that you have that other people might consider weird? I don't know if it's weird because I know it's a common habit, but I bite my nails every day, all the time. The next question is, what is your pet peeves? From my husband is that when we are getting ready to go somewhere, we always run late, and on top of that, he gets ready super quick, like within like maybe 20 minutes tops, and it takes me a lot longer to get ready, and so he starts like getting impatient with me and starts telling me to hurry up and get ready, we're running late, we need to go. And that is like my biggest pet peeve that he does to me, because it's like I hate feeling like I need to rush, and it just, I don't like it, because I really do, when I do my hair and makeup, like I love doing it, and I don't do it every day. And so when I'm actually gonna go somewhere special or do something for the day, I really do enjoy being able to do my hair and makeup. And so when he starts rushing me, that's a big pet peeve of mine. Do you enjoy working 2 jobs? Last week I started working 2 jobs, and it's only gonna be for the next 2 weeks. It was really difficult because I went from not working at all for the last 2 years now to working like all day, and it was really difficult and really hard on me physically. Even though the job itself isn't too physical, they're both retail, and I'm working for people that I know very well, so it's not like stressful in that way, but it is like demanding on my body because the locations are far from my house, and the hours that I have, it keeps me out of my house all day. So after doing the first week of it, I don't think I want to continue working both jobs. One of the jobs is just for 3 weeks, because the one at the clothing store, because the owner is out of the country for 3 weeks, and I am his longest employee, I guess you could say. And so he just trusted me to come back and kind of take over. I haven't worked for him in about, since I moved to Porterville. That's when I stopped working for him. But previously I worked for him for 4 years, and he gave me a little raise, so that was like really cool. Physically, it's not worth the money for me or worth taking my time away from YouTube. So the other job is a little more flexible for me, and it totally works within my hours. It's evening time, and so it gives me all day to go ahead and edit, and then, you know, it's not every day. Now I'm going to read I'm going to answer the questions from Snapchat. I think I have a couple of videos. Let's see. Working on being a better person. Are you asking me like, how do you grow to be the best you can be? I think that comes with age and being comfortable with who you are, and really figuring out who you are, what makes you happy, what you want to do with your life. And it really does come with age. It's a really difficult thing to go through, and it's once you figure it out, and once you know and who you are and what you're confident in doing, it just makes life so much easier and so much more fulfilling. So you are able to be a better person and be the best you, because you know what you want and you're confident in yourself. So I hope that answers your question. But yeah, thanks for asking, and I really hope I answered your question right. At least that's what I think you were asking me. Okay, the next question is, what do I love most about myself? I'll do a physical and a personality. Physical, my favorite thing about my body is my hair. I love my hair, and I like that it is curly. It has like a curl texture to it, and so I'm able to straighten it very easily, and I'm able to wear it curly very easily as well. I just love my hair and the texture that it is, and yeah, that's one thing I really do like about myself. It sounds weird, like saying things that you like about yourself. The next thing would be my confidence, and it's taken me so long to gain the confidence that I have today in who I am and what I am and all the flaws that I have and all the imperfections I have, and to be okay with them, to know that they are perfectly imperfected and that they make me, and there's nothing wrong with me for having them, and just embracing who I am and being okay with who I am and with where I'm going. That's really one thing that I take pride in knowing that I have that confidence now, and YouTube has been a huge help on the confidence, because before my confidence was really low. Next question is, if you could be any animal, what would you be? I would be a dog. I would love to know what Minnie and Peaches like, what their life, they're my dogs. I would love to be able to experience what they see, like what they feel, what they think from their perspective. That would just be so interesting. Like, I don't know, that's just so cool. So my favorite type of animal is dogs, and so I think if I could choose any animal to be, I would be a dog. Okay, the next question says, hey Alicia, sorry if I'm late for the Q&A, but my question is, for when times get stressful, what is your biggest stress reliever? The biggest stress reliever that I have that helps me is taking a time out to pray and meditate and just refocus. And if I'm, upset about something or something making me sad, to really just, I've learned I have to, those feelings are equally as important as the good feelings, and feeling happy and feeling excited and feeling loved, and negative feelings are just as important as all the positive, because you have to go through it. If you don't go through it, then it will just continue to come back at you, and you'll continue to be battling the same battle with yourself. And so that was something I learned in therapy with my counselor. I would tell her when I was in my really bad depression states, like, I'm just really sad, or I'm really, hurt right now, and she would tell me, like, that's okay, you have to go through those feelings, like, they are important to go through in order to grow. And that's something that I've learned. And so now when I am upset, I've learned that just accept it. And one thing that helps me get through the hard times is knowing that I remind myself that it's only temporary, and this too shall pass. Somehow, some way, that phrase has always started coming into my mind, because there's, a lot of times where things get really tough and you're just stressing out, and everything that could go wrong feels like it's going wrong, and it just gets really difficult. But then I realize, like, this will pass. It's only temporary. I always get through it, and God always helps me. Okay, the next question is really long, and it's an interesting question, so I'm just gonna go ahead and read it. It says, hey, so my question is, my boyfriend and I have been dating for 1.5 years, and we are very much in love. He treats me very well, and I'm so thankful for him every day. We live together, and we are extremely close. He has an older sister, and you could say that her and I have a close relationship. But I notice when my boyfriend and his sister are together, he acts weird. I guess you can say he makes me feel like he puts her in front of me. I don't know how to talk to him about this without sounding like a jerk. Am I a bad person for feeling greedy when it comes to sharing him with any girl, even when it comes to his own sister? I appreciate any advice. By the way, I'm a big fan and supporter of you. Love your vlogs. So first of all, thank you so much for saying that. That is super, super, super sweet of you. I appreciate you watching me and supporting me. I really do. It's so mind-blowing to me every time that people like, I just don't really comprehend that you guys actually do watch my videos and you guys actually do enjoy my company. So yeah, but anyways, I can kind of understand where you're coming from. It sounds like kind of when a man is a mama boy, kind of like that whole thing. Or I know for me, I got really jealous of Marcus and his best friend, which his best friend is a guy, of course, but just the time that his best friend would take away from me and the person that Marcus would become around him was just a different person in Marcus, and I didn't like it, and I struggled with that for many years, and I would always put the blame on that person. But it wasn't until recently this year that I realized it's not that person. It's Marcus that's making the decision to be that way. And, you know, ultimately it's his decision. And we've talked about it, and we've, you know, built guidelines and boundaries of what we're willing to accept and not accept when it comes to sharing our time with people, because we don't see each other as often as we'd like. Even though we live together, like our hours conflict, especially since he works graveyard. Like there's seriously days where I don't get to talk to him. I see him, but he's asleep. And so I do understand where you're coming from, like jealousy, and then you feel awkward because it's his sister, so you're like, why am I being so weird about it? Like, why? And then you start questioning yourself. I think that if it's something that it really does bother you, it's not going to go away. And so you really do need to confront the situation and just kind of talk to your boyfriend about it by just expressing how you feel and what makes you uncomfortable. And hopefully, you know, you guys can work it out and talk it out, and maybe he'll be a little more understanding and more respectful about it, or just more aware of how he's treating you when she is around. I don't think that you're crazy at all for feeling this way, and I kind of understand because I felt that way for many years when it came to Marcus and his best friend. So I think the best thing that you could do, and that's what I had to do with Marcus, was just sit your boyfriend down and have an actual discussion about it. And don't let it escalate to an argument. Don't let it escalate to him just accusing you of being jealous. Just calmly tell him, like, you know, when she's around, I feel this. When she's around, you treat me like this. Or I've noticed this. I would just talk to him, and you never know what could come out of it. And hopefully he sees your side, and hopefully you guys are able to talk through it. But if you keep on ignoring it, then it's just going to continue to bother you. So the best thing you could do is confront it and confront him, and hopefully you guys can work it out. So that completes all of the questions for this month. I thank you guys so much for asking me your questions. I love you guys so much. Please give the video a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you are new so you can be one of my YouTube besties. I love you guys, and welcome to the family if you are new. And until my next video, hope you guys are having a blessed day, and I'll see you guys next time.